Hi everybody. So what we have here today is a Kärcher commercial HD515C, and we are going to show you how to disassemble it because we have to fix it. There were some problems like low pressure, leaking pump, and there was water in the oil, so the oil was milky, so we have to get rid of it and change few things. It's a pretty powerful machine. It's older one, but worked well. You can see parameters here. So we will disassemble it, and we have some tools, and I have ordered some parts. So what we will need for sure is WD-40. Silicone fat is a grease for O-rings and so on, and hammer, bit of a wood, meter, some keys, pliers, Torx keys, Allen keys. We will see what we will need. So as you can see, I have already ordered the O-rings or oil seals for this machine, 3 of them, some O-ring, another O-rings, 6 of them, and another O-rings for brass packing or casting or whatever it is, and 3 more bits. I would like to provide you a few hints how to disassemble it, and hopefully it will help you. So first of all, we will take down the front cover. Now we have to take away the back part. Electric cable. Disconnect the pipes for detergent. Take away the pipe for detergent. Disconnect the pipe here. Usually it goes very badly because it's old one, but you can cut it out or just take away. So now we will take out this, the electric cable. It won't go this time. So what we will do is disconnect with the Torx key or hit these screws, dismantle them, and over here is another one. Or even better. What is better to do first is take away this little piece. And now we should be able to take out the induction motor with the brass pump. So we will see. As you can see, it went quite smoothly. Now we will try to disconnect the brass pump. What I didn't tell you at the beginning, and it was most important, is that first of all, when you are going to fix it, you have to get rid of the oil. So you have to empty the tank, and then you can start to do things as I do now. So first of all, we will use this Allen key to release it. As you can see, it goes easily because I have already had it disassembled before, so usually it's quite necessary to use the WD-40 for some screws, not for all of them, but for some. So we will put these 4 screws aside. Here you can see is start-stop ventil. Maybe we will take out this one later. Here you can regulate the pressure. So now we can safely, hopefully, disconnect the pump from as can see over here. These are brass packings with the O-rings. Gently, do not damage anything. So this is how it looks. You take it away. There are some O-rings over here and inside as well. I will show them later. But now, most important part is because we had to change the oil and we have to change the oil seals, these 3 ones on the pistons. So we have to take out this part as well. So we have to release these 2 screws, short ones, but you have to remember and understand that they are under huge pressure of the 3 springs. So if you would like to release them over here, just over here, you can damage this part because it can just jump. So what we have to do, and you can either use 3 screws like this and help to yourself with them, but I think it's even better to use 4 2.5 centimeters pipes, metal ones, and use original screws, these ones that hold it up, the brass pump. So we will try to do it. And now we should be able to release this part without possibility to damage it. So we will see. Now we can unscrew this with Torx key, these 2 screws. And now we will slowly but surely release each of them. You can still hold it. This is most important and most vital part, to do it carefully, not to cause any damage. It takes time, but it usually pays off to do it carefully. So, as you can see, we have done it successfully. So, we can put aside the screws. And what we have here are the pistons. Usually over here is the oil, but we empty the tank. So, you can see the pistons and quite powerful springs, and we have to change these 3 O seals. First time when I disassemble it, I had to use the WD-40 to try to get rid of them, and I let it stay with WD-40 for overnight, and next day I successfully pulled them out. So we have to take away the springs now and pistons. And I have made from nail such a tool to get them out. So hopefully it will work. As you can see, over here is a big O-ring as well. You could see that I have ordered this spare part as well, so I'll change it. So I guess you won't see it because I can't zoom in, so but there is a part and you can pull it and hopefully it will go. Just do it carefully, not to damage anything, not to scratch anything. So here are these three oil seals that had to be replaced because water was getting inside the oil, and that's why. This is the part number, spare part number of these three oil seals. What is really good that Kärcher has got its own website in every country, and you can order the spare parts that you need in their eShop and fix and replace many of these parts if you know how to do it yourself and save hundreds of euros. So this is how it looks. What they recommend is 15W40 for this kind of pumps and power washers, and first time it should be changed after 50 hours and every next time after 500 hours. So we have done this. What you have here is bearing like this and this. It's in the oil bath, so okay, so we can put aside the engine and now we can focus on brass pump. So we have here this set brass packing inside with some O-rings inside and on the top. Three of them because we have 3 pistons. And very gently, not to scratch anything, take out these O-rings and this aluminum one, seal or whatever it is. So that's it. As you can see, it's already clean because I have already cleaned it before, a few months ago when I disassembled it first time, but I didn't have a spare part, so I put it back together. Over here we have 3 valves, 1, 2, 3. There is another hole, but there is no valve, and on the other side as well. I'm not gonna change the valves because I presume that they are all right. I'll just show you how to take away, how to get to the part where are they. Usually this won't go smoothly, this part. You have to use WD-40 and let it stay for a while, and use sometimes a hammer and bit of a wood to get it out, but because I have already used the silicone grease, it goes quite smoothly without the need to apply too much pressure or too much force. So, over here you have 3 valves. These top ones, I guess they can be used only once. So you have to order a new pack with the valves. I don't exactly know how to get them out. On the other side, it's pretty straightforward. It's way easier. Just release screws and get them out. So I'm not gonna touch this. What more I'll show you is how to open this part. So it means where it starts to ventil or whatever you call it. And this part where you set the pressure, and there are some O-rings as well. So use one of these, number 21. So this is how the start-stop ventil looks. You can take out this part. Over here is leaking water. You allowed are 3 drops in an hour or something like that. Some O-rings. You can get out this seal, aluminum, and underneath is another rubber one. You have it over here. It's a pity that you can order only a whole part. It costs roughly 40 euro if it causes problems. But it seems that even there was a water leaking through this part. The problem is not probably with the start-stop ventil, but with another part over here. So this is how it looks. So we will take out this part as well. This is how it looks, and you can see how it looks inside. So this is all right. Everything is all right as well. What we need we have to take out this part. Just try to do it gently, not to scratch the brass. Usually it doesn't go so smoothly. You have to use WD-40 after so many years. It was working, so we will see. You see? That's the part. And there is another part. I don't know in English how this part is called, but it's managing the pressure, and there are some seals, and if these seals, some of them are worn out, it can cause the leaking. So we will see, because I have ordered the positive thing is that you can order the whole part, or if you check their eShop website carefully, you can find O-rings as well. It's much cheaper, because whole part costs maybe 30-40 euro, and you can get these seals, or these O-rings for few euro. So it's enough to order them. We will see if this was causing the leaking or it was the start-stop handle. Low pressure was caused because these O-rings are worn out, and the one inside. So I will take apart one of these as well, so you can see gently, not to scratch anything, so you can see what's inside. There's aluminium one. And at the bottom part you have the plastic one. And this is a brass packing, and over here you can see the O-ring, the big one, and I have ordered 3 of them as well. I'll show you. I think it's this part number. So that's it. That's all what I wanted to show you and tell you in the first part, and the part which is disassembling this. What is positive, that if you can learn how to fix one of these professional Kärcher tools, you can fix pump or change the oil or change the pistons or whatever in many of these commercial professional Kärcher power washers, because they are more or less the same. So, thank you for watching and have a nice day.